Holy shit. Mm. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped and turned on. I'm your host, Tisha Yelfo. If you guys have not enjoyed the fan, please make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Click the bell right next to it. Dink. That way you get notified every time I go live. So, what's up, guys? Wow, don't you feel the love in the air? You guys, this energy that's been pouring out right now, honey baby, let me tell you. Today, if you guys don't know me, welcome to my channel. If you guys do know me, you know the deal. So we're live right now. I always do timestamps that way you guys can refer back to the video as far as what we're going to be discussing. So you guys can find me at vixenafterdark.com. No new updates right now, guys. It's just 50% off of any personalized readings for this season because we're in the season of love. I feel like since we're chilling in the house of relationships with Libra going on, and we got a whole lot of air energy hanging out. We got a whole lot of air, whole lot of earth, but that's the deal there. So what we're going to talk about today is Lilith has just moved into the sign of Virgo. Yes, people, we have shifted our dark feminine energy. So click the like button if you are ready, tuned in, tapped and turned on, and you're ready to roll, and you want to find out the deets, because I got all the deets that you need to know, so you might want to stay here, okay? So what we're going to be discussing today, typically, if you guys don't know what Lilith is, we're going to discuss that just a little bit. And then also the influence of being in the sign of Virgo. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to do, of course, I always talk about the collective energy as far as self, love and relationships and money and career. We're going to talk about the negative and the positive, guys, as well. And then we're going to do what's your rising. That way we can actually tap into where Lilith will be as far as in the sign of Virgo. You should be paying attention already to your house in Virgo because we've already had some planets there. So houses 1 through 12, kind of like what to stand up for and what to be in your power in as far as having this Lilith in Virgo energy. I should have grabbed my glasses. Also, the moon has just moved into the sign of Gemini, you guys. So a whole lot of moon in Gemini, sun in Libra. Oh my God, like a whole lot of air energy playing out. Like airhead, and yeah, airhead, you can call it that. We're going to go into the collective, guys, as well. And then I'm also going to do, as far as that goes, I'm just going to do a collective spread, energy update on what's playing out. So happy Mars Day, guys. Go grab your coffee, your tea, little snacks. We're about to hang out for a cool little hour. So let's go ahead and dive in. Don't mind me, I'm just eating my raspberries here. I don't know, it's a whole red day for me. So let's talk about it. What is Lilith, guys, okay? I know everyone's like, it's not a planet. Everyone's like, it's this, it's that. For me, I feel like it's rather, let's call it a point in space. Think of it like an orb, okay? So this energy is like an orb. Lilith is also known as, people call it like Black Lilith or whatever you want to call it, but it represents like that darker aspect of ourselves. It's the dark feminine energy. If you guys want to know your shadow side, well, here we are, people. We're rocking the shadow has just moved over into the sign of Virgo. Me personally, I don't believe Lilith likes to be in an earth energy, but let's tap into the energy and see what's playing out here, because it represents that rebellious type of an energy, our sensuality, being independent as well, being super deep as well, lots of desires playing out when Lilith has shifted. It can also indicate an area where you may feel a little bit suppressed or repressed. Okay, so we're going to tap into that. So let's kind of picture this energy of Lilith being in Virgo. Being in the sign of Virgo, you guys, this is like an OG kind of a vibe, okay? Think of it as like, I don't know, the outcast of a chick's sexy side, right? Getting back to like mind games and, dishing out maybe some supernatural payback in a sense, and it's now making moves in the sign of Virgo. where it's all about kind of now you got to respect this sacred turf, okay? So for the most part, you guys, just so that you're aware, let's talk about Lilith in Virgo energy as a whole, and then we'll go into the collective as how we're all going to be feeling. How do I want to like present this? I'm like thinking, so think of Virgo energy with this dark feminine energy that's there. Perfectionism, right? Virgos are all about being perfect. They can definitely influence this energy. It can really intensify this energy in that sense. So looking at all these aspects that are playing out, it's like paying attention to the detail of Lilith's energy. It's like critically analyzing certain situations that could be going on. You know, you can be very self-critical. You can be, oh, you heard that? You can self-analyze a lot. So you have to be careful because the sun and moon are in air signs. So it's already playing out. You're in your head. So having Lilith in Virgo is not really helping in a sense. So it's like you can use this to alchemize it as focusing on self-improvement. You can be very obsessed. There can be an obsession that kind of low-key plays out here. And the obsession could really be obsessing over your flaws. Like you can look in the mirror and wake up and be like, oh my God, I got a pimple. No, I have a date tonight. You know what I mean? Whether in yourself or even other people. You can be looking at other people like, ooh, what they got on, what they wearing, what's going on. So just be aware of that energy. Like try not to do that. Like that's just weird. But it also can bring a controlled sense of your sensuality in a sense. I keep using that word sense. Are we smelling something? But Virgo's influence definitely can bring more of like, since we're thinking of this divine feminine kind of like sexual energy that's playing out, it can just bring a more reserved approach to your sensuality and desire. So think of a person, whether they're wearing a tank top versus like wearing a t-shirt, you know what I mean? But there's also lots of like a duty and a responsibility that we're all going to be playing out towards other people, because remember, Virgo energy is more being like of service, right? So if you think of Lilith energy, even in the matters of relationships and, you know, paying attention to how you look when you go to a job interview or when you walk into work. Are you looking more businessy? Are you more appropriate with your character? As far as like, I don't know, let's say you're selling, I don't know, something like high end. You want to look the part and play the part, right? So there's that where you can kind of pay attention to that. And Virgo energy is an earth energy. It's all about being practical, right? So with this, mixing the Lilith energy in the matters of love and being sensual, it's like there's a modesty that kind of can play out as well with this. Being a little bit more reserved, because Lilith likes to be in water and fluid and just, oh, I'm just so open. But yet being in an earth energy, think of it more like, okay, we got to tone it down a notch. So it's like, are you going to wear heels or are you going to wear, you know, boots today? So think of it like that, just to make it kind of simple with this placement. So this can really lead to a lot of deep analysis as far as our dreams, our hopes, our aspirations. Lilith really doesn't like to be in Virgo, to be honest with you, because it's all about being practical and healthy and, you know, worrying about what we put in our body. Look at me, I'm eating a fucking bowl of raspberries here, guys, okay? So I'm already feeling it. But also on that same token, you can be very critical when it comes to relationships, okay? So you gotta be kind of careful of that, especially if you're in one. You can be very nitpicky, overanalyze. You can be, and this can kind of help out in a positive way too, but also can be very negative. And I'll talk about that more in detail, but we can be very health focused. I'm over here drinking my pomegranate juice and shit. Like, all this red, right? So maintaining health and your well-being and like actually paying attention to that can really influence how Lilith's energy can be expressed, okay? Whatever you're putting in your vessel. So pay attention to that as well. You know, like I said, Virgos are very service oriented, hence why they rule the 6th house of acts of service, you know, work and things of that nature, daily living activities. So you want to make sure that with this energy, it's like putting that work to help other people. But also you can be very critical. It's like that, you can be like an inner critic, I should say. Like, did I do this? Is this okay? Is this nice? Does this look good? So your whole self-esteem, self-expression, all that stuff is going to be remixed right now. So let's kind of talk about that. Because I'm like giving you a basic, but let's go into the collective energy, you guys, as far as how you're going to be feeling, as far as self and emotions. Let's kind of start there. So as far as yourself, now every energy is going to be different, you guys. It's going to play a different role, and I'm going to talk about the houses later, but check your own individual chart. Where's Virgo chilling at right now? Okay. Right now we still do have Mercury, but Mercury's about to switch up. Okay. I think another planet is about to go into Virgo too. So we're going to have a Virgo stellium that's going to play out, or no, it's a Libra stellium, I should say. So right now, this is where it's happening. So it's all about balance right now. It's all about really harnessing that over analytical, like being so like concerned with nature and like of how you're doing something and what's playing out, but you want to do it in a healthy way. You want to do it in a balanced way. You want to do it in a way that is copacetic. You want to do it in a way where it's like you're kind of low-key caring about other people in a sense. But I always say, like, screw everybody else's opinion about you. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. But still, this is what the energy is going to play out. So you have to really, that's why I'm like prepping you right now, like really know what the deal is right now. Are you overextending yourself, overexerting yourself? Because Lilith and Virgo, it's like more of a skilled energy. It's more about if you can identify certain areas in your life right now that pretty much need an adjustment. Where do you need to work on self-improvement, your confidence, things of that nature, like things that you have going on? You will see where you're in a detriment with Lilith and Virgo. Like, you will definitely pay attention, like, damn, I need to do this, I need to do that. But we'll talk about the negative in a minute. So love and relationships, let's kind of talk about that, okay? Since Lilith is this dark feminine energy that's playing out, with this energy, you can channel this in a positive way. You know, Lilith and Virgo can really lead to a strong sense of, you know, now I'm gonna like, okay, honey, let me take out the trash. You know, being responsible within your connections that you're facing, whatever ship that you're sailing, it's gonna happen, okay? People are gonna be very diligent when it comes to partnerships, whether this is a business partnership or, a friendship, a love ship, situationship, a side piece ship, whatever ship you sail in, it's gonna happen. So, paying attention to what does your partner need? Oh, you want me to rub your back? Okay, great. Striving to be very practical in settings like that is going to be key. It's going to be a nice, cool solution to like not argue or to not have a tiff or a riff. Just to say that, okay? We'll go dive deeper in a minute. Let's tap into money and career, okay? As far as money and career, you guys, in the career context with Lilith and Virgo energy, now this can work out great because you can kind of use that. Okay, I'm still using my sensual vibes, but the way that I'm gazing at you and looking at you to buy this fucking iPhone right now, you're gonna buy it because you need it. Like, it's just like it's giving that, right? So, the strong work ethic is going to be there, okay? And you can definitely be an asset with this energy if you play it right. Now, a lot of manipulation can be played with that too, so be careful, but helping people to really excel at their job, if you run a business, big dick CEO energy, if you have that, being very precise and being very organized is going to be the name of the game, and where you can utilize this tool to get you, you know, this placement can really lead to like stability, I should say, with careful planning and your budgeting and you're like figuring out where things go, where the money's being spent, and wherever anything is being allocated is going to be definitely a cool thing. Now, let's kind of roll over to the negative, okay? Because I know people are probably wondering, oh, right, well, I'm already kind of feeling this energy. Where is this playing out for me? So, as far as the negative side to this, guys, as far as yourself goes, like I said, don't be too nitpicky. Don't be too self-critical. Try not to overanalyze, overthink. We're already in airheaded energy right now. Sun is in Libra, the moon is in Gemini. So don't overthink it, just execute and do it, because when you overanalyze yourself, this is where it's like you stay in an energy for too long and you're just sitting there waiting and thinking and pondering, it's like the devil's playground. And you're not going to really utilize your intuition like you need to. So you're going to become inadequate, or you're going to think, oh my God, you're going to go above and beyond. Like when it comes to even picking out an outfit, instead of you taking 2 minutes to figure it out, you might spend an hour. Like, should I wear this? Should I wear this? Is this good? Oh my God, let me take a picture. How do let me turn this way? Let me take it. Like the perfection energy is got to go out the window. But I feel like as far as improving yourself, you can really do that. But you have to be careful. Let's say, ooh, they almost hit each other. Let's say you started a diet plan, right? Let's say, yeah, I'm doing like 90 PX or Pilates for the next 30 days. I'm gonna lose weight. It's turning into fall. No more summertime. This is the time to get fit and get ready. That way when I pop out in the summer, I'm gonna look good. But you can overexert yourself. You can go too hard on yourself. Remember, too much of one thing is never a good thing. So it's like, you can overexert yourself as far as the improvement sector. Like you trying to improve yourself and lose this weight and eat healthy, but you might overdo it and you end up something might happen. I'm not going to put anything and manifest anything out there, but remember, Virgo rules the 6th house of health. So be careful. And then you can just be like, as far as your emotions and everything that's playing out, it can be a very draining energy too. So that's why I say pay attention, especially when it comes to love relationships. Like you can be so nitpicky in what's going on and be so critical and just like it can make it so icky and challenging to even deal with people and deal with humans. So you have to really be careful, guys, when you're expressing yourself, when you are taking action, when you are even expressing affection. Imperfections, oh my God, it's just gonna be like, damn, what's that? Oh my God, you know what I mean? Or it can be like, ooh, I like your eyebrows. You know what I mean? It can go both ways. And so there can be a fear of, let's say you have somebody that's always picking out something bad about what you're wearing, what you got going on, how you're looking, how you're acting, how you're smiling, how you're walking, how you're talking. It's just like, that can be so draining to somebody. Like no one's gonna wanna be vulnerable, right? So you have to really pick and choose your battles here. If you do be that Virgo on the higher octave that's like, hey, you got something in your teeth. Here's a toothpick, or here's a toothbrush, or here's a mirror, or something like that. Be the Virgo in that sense with that energy while Lilith is in Virgo. Because this can, if you're the opposite energy, this can lead to really a lot of difficult energy, especially if you're trying to get to know some people, especially when it comes to this season, as far as still dealing out your duties, responsibilities, and obligations. You can really be left out in the cold. Like people may not want to mess with you in that sense if you are that person. So be careful. You want to build deep emotional connections. You don't want people just to run away. You know what I mean? Like we don't want that. So let's kind of talk about it. Money and career, right? We're dealing with money and career in this sector. I think this would be a good jam for you guys. This is totally the peanut butter and jelly, the ham, turkey to the cheese and the sandwich. It's really like something that comes together on the career front. You guys can really make something happen, but yet you can also manifest or materialize being overly obsessed with overworking or trying to reach a certain goal and just obsess over it and become a workaholic and just like go hard. Because you got to remember, Lilith is trying to bring in the power. It's the shadow side. It's typically the things that you normally wouldn't do. So you're over here like, oh, I have some extra time. I got extra energy. Ooh, I want to be a rebel at work today. I want to go hard in the paint. I want to go extra. Hi, TJ. I want to do all these things, but it's like you have to be careful because then that can lead to you burning out. You thought you had the energy, but you really didn't. It's Lilith and Virgo, workaholic vibes. So that's the dark, deep side. But it's like you're thinking of like, I got to pay this bill. I want to go here. I want to go there. So I got to make money. I got to make money. But you have to think like you're in this vessel still, so be careful with, you might look like a person that's not satisfied, or you're just like, like I said, burnout. So financial concerns can be a sector. You can just get exacerbated as far as like having the tendency to really focus on minor things that typically wouldn't have probably grabbed your attention, but now it is because Lilith is in Virgo. So don't be that worry wart and stress yourself out. Hey, that phone bill, they can wait an extra week and pay it next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go crazy to work yourself to the bone. So let's kind of talk about it, where it's going to play out as far as your rising sign. So if you know your rising sign, it'd be a good thing if you have your natal chart or whatever have you. But if not, Aries rising, this is going to be in your, let's see, 6th house, Taurus rising 5th, Gemini rising 4th, Cancer rising is going to be in your 3rd, Leo rising 2nd. Of course, Virgo rising is going to be in the 1st house. Libra rising, so they'll remix. So that'll be 12th house, Scorpio rising 11th, Sag rising your 10th house, Capricorn rising your 9th house, Aquarius rising 8th, and then Pisces rising 7th. Okay? So let's kind of talk about houses. Okay? Now, whether you have, if you have Virgo here, like I said, other planets are in Virgo right now. So there's a lot of remixed energy playing out with different planets and energies within this specific house for you. But pay attention to where you have Virgo, okay? Just period. So let's give you a little synopsis. So let's say like 1st house. This is like self and identity, right? So pretty much you want to be right now in this Lilith and Virgo, you're probably going to be in the energy of wanting to stand up for yourself, stand up for your true identity and who you are and what you got going on and what you believe in, and I'm different and this is how I'm going to be me and express myself. So remember, Lilith is that dark feminine energy versus the light that we're all trying to be, right? But it's not realistic. You got to have duality within life. There's light and dark. So now more of the shadow side is going to play a part. So you have to learn how to control it. So with this being here, you got to be mindful of being overcritical of yourself or obsessing. Oh my God, I have a pimple. I can't go on a date. No, still take that date, boo. Like still go outside. Like still go record your video. Like do what you got to do. You can't stop yourself or anybody else in that case that's around you and like project on them too and like worry about, wait, should you wear that? Should you wear that? Like, are you okay with that? Is that good? Like you don't want to make other people feel the energy that you're feeling. So you got to strive to really accept yourself if this is playing out in your 1st house and avoid perfectionism. There's so many birds out. It's weird. 2nd house. Okay, let's talk about 2nd house. So this is playing out in your 2nd house, you guys. 2nd house is all about values and resources. This is a Taurus house, so earth energy. You might be a person that's really all about your self-worth, what's going on, your morals, values, beliefs, and also your financial independence. Like you're really going to be focused on the bag, on the coin. You're really going to try and get it here. So you have to watch out for being overly focused on that, you know, about your material possessions, because you're going to be really concerning yourself with, no, I can't go to that concert because I have to pay a bill or I have to do this, and like taking away the fun from life and enjoying life. So be careful with that, you guys. Find a nice balance. Hella hard work, and then make sure you have time for play. Especially when it comes to financial stability, or especially comes to things that you value, people, places, and things that you value. So have a balance with that and really figure out where you should be putting your time and energy in a way to where you can still not drive yourself crazy over your duties, responsibilities, and obligations that you do have to be carrying out in your daily living activities. So be careful of that. 3rd house. 3rd house is the house of communication. So, I mean, it's all about learning too as well, and the thoughts and the things that you tell yourself. So you have to really, you're going to be like probably an advocate for like, I've got an idea, or I figured out how we can do this. Like you're really going to be that front runner. You're going to always have an opinion, like an asshole. Everyone has one. You're going to want to say your 2 cents and nobody asked you. So it's like, you can really assert yourself within any fucking conversation. Like I said, typically before you probably wouldn't do this, but now Lilith is in Virgo, so now you're going to be like, hey, but yeah, hey, I'm over here, but I got this idea and we can do this and we can go here. We can, you know what I mean? Typically you're not the planner, you're not the person that's like that, but you can do that if it's playing on your 3rd house. So I would say try not to overwhelm yourself. Just don't put your foot in your goddamn mouth. Don't talk out the side of your neck. Learn to sit back, watch, and observe. Check temperatures. Read the room. Make sure you know what kind of conversation you're walking into before you even add any type of advice or 2 cents in there and throw it in the pot. Because you never know. They could be talking about something totally opposite from what you thought they were talking about. Because you just want to chime in. Because you got Lilith and Virgo chilling in 3rd house. So, Make sure you're also very clear with what you say. Be very black and white. It's going to be so important when you're interacting with other people because they want to know what the hell's going on and what you got in the mix up here, right? Some people probably want to hear what you got to say, but now you're overly going to like, you're just going to keep talking and you're going to be like the Energizer Bunny, like talk and keep going. So remember, know what's playing out, read the room, check the temperature, and you're going to be all right, okay? Fourth house. So fourth house, we all know fourth house is definitely a Cancer house. So it's all about home, it's all about family, it's all about your sanctuary, your foundation, right? And even home can be within your chakras. So you're gonna be probably in the energy of like defending your loved ones or defending yourself. What else? It's like you're gonna be so in the mode of like, you know, it's autumn, fall, whatever you want to call it, season. It's more cupcakey vibes, right? You're gonna be probably so into like judging up your house and making sure it's comfortable. Football season, right? You're gonna be like, yeah, no, come to my house. Nope, you're not going anywhere. You're not going to the bar. You're gonna stay at home. I'm gonna bring the snacks. I'm gonna cook some chicken wings and invite people over, and I'm just gonna make it all nice and fun and yummy and chummy. So you might be a person that's doing that. But you have to guard yourself against like what's the word I'm looking for? Being obsessive or excessive, I should say, like being extra. You might even look like a goddamn stage 5 clinger at this point, Lilith and Virgo, because typically you probably wouldn't care. Like, yeah, just go have fun with your friends at the bar and I'll pick you up later if you need a ride. And like do your thing. But now you're like, nope, you're gonna be here, we're gonna be doing this. So you're gonna be super nurturing, and very connected to what somebody's got going on. I don't care if you have roommates, kids, you're gonna be like, what y'all doing? What you wanna do? What's going on? You're gonna be hella nosy. It's because you just wanna make sure that home is good and everybody's good, but make sure you're also taking care of yourself too in the same token as in the fourth house. Fifth house, if this is playing out in your fifth house, this is a Leo house, the house of creation, right? So having an earth energy in a fire house, I would say you're going to be like a person that stands up for whatever you create, whatever your gifts, talents, and skills are. You're going to like really like just boss up and be like, put power into what you got going on and put power to receive praise, rewards, recognition in the sense of whatever it is that you're tapping into. So like, let's say like me, like you're a YouTuber, you're on YouTube and you're going to go hella hard in the paint. You're going to be like, yep, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And this is what we're doing and this is how we're doing it. And like, listen up, people, you know, like you're going to be super into that. Even with like if you are a person that makes something, whatever your gift, talent, and skill is, however you express yourself, I should say. The way that you dress might be just be like, someone's gonna look at you like, oh, when did you get those earrings? Those are interesting. Oh, you painted your nails that color? Okay. Like you're gonna be so extra with that because it's Lilith. Remember, it's like the energy that typically maybe the public won't see. And you maybe just dress like that in close quarters with friends and when you're comfortable, but now the world is gonna see how you truly express yourself. Like I said, this energy can play negative and a positive, it's totally up to you. So even pursuing romantic counterparts, this is a romantic partnership house in the fifth house, so you might just be hella confident, be like, hey, so I was thinking dinner at 5, and you're gonna be like outside, you're gonna be in front of the car, like opening the door, like you're gonna be so excited. So just watch out for being like too critical of the way you express yourself. Like don't, like if you want to wear a polka dot shirt with striped pants, fucking wear it. Like don't care about anybody's, just express yourself how you want to express yourself. Allow your creativity type of energy to really flow without judging yourself and just be truly who you are. I feel like having Lilith and Virgo, if it's playing in your fifth house and even not playing in your fifth house, here's where people will really truly be themselves. You're really going to find out who somebody is while Lilith's in Virgo, let me tell you. Sixth house. So the sixth house energy, this is a Virgo house. So typically how you normally do your daily living activities and whatever the hell you got going on, typically people won't see behind closed doors. They're going to see this. You're going to display it. You don't care. So you're going to be this advocate for like, you know what, guys? I started this meal plan. You should eat this. Oh, you shouldn't eat that. You know, you should eat, instead of like, don't eat meat. Like, you're like the person that's like, try this instead. You know what I mean? Like, I can make chicken wings, but I can make cauliflower wings, and they taste like chicken. Like, you're going to be this advocate for that. So it's not a bad thing, but I'm just saying, like, some people, everybody's body's different. So if you're trying to influence somebody, you might come across as a little too harsh or a little too heavy for some, and they might not get where you're coming from because Lilith's in Virgo and it's in your 6th house. So just really focus on you, your environment, and what you got going on, especially when it comes to your work environment. Ooh, that can be very tricky. Okay, so pay attention, because when dark feminine Lilith is playing at work, don't shit where you eat. And don't like overwork. Don't stress yourself out to cause more health problems and health issues, because you don't want that, because then it's kind of like, oh snap. If Virgo in the 6th house, you got to kind of worry about your health. Make sure you prioritize self-care, what you got going on. That way you kind of stay balanced in your work and health and all that. You know, balance it out. Whatever routine you have. 7th house. This is the house of relationships. Remember, the sun is in Libra right now. We also have Mars is in Libra. We're going to have a Libra stellium. I'm going to play that video later. We're going to get into that. But for now, so with Mars in Libra and then Sun in Libra. So if this played on your 7th house, you're going to be a person that's going to really assert your needs. You're going to be like, typically you won't say anything. Let's say, for example, you're on a date or you're with someone or talking to someone. Normally you won't really say, I want to go to the movies. Screw your game. I don't care about the game. I don't want to watch football. I want to do a movie night. I want to do a date. You're going to be really assertive about what you want, versus typically you probably had a back seat. You probably didn't have a voice in that. You're probably just like, you know what? I'll let him watch the game, and then I'll just kind of be on my laptop or my phone and whatever. I just want to spend time. Like, you don't care, when really deep down inside you wanted to do a cuddle session, or you wanted to like watch this scary movie together, or something like that. So it's playing out your 7th house. You're going to be super assertive, and this could work out as a double-edged sword. And also, too, any other ship, if it's not like a love ship or intimate ship, you're going to be more so like setting boundaries. You're going to be like, no. And then like, that's it. No explanation, no justification. You're just going to be like, nope. Okay, so setting boundaries in your ships, in your partnerships that you're sailing, it's probably going to be a theme for you. Now, this could be a good thing, because maybe you're a person before that didn't have any boundaries set, and now you're like, I'm all gung-ho about boundaries. Ooh, I found out who my true friends are when I set some boundaries. You really might, like I said, find out who really people are in your life, especially any kind of ship house. Like, I would say 5th house, 7th house, 11th house, 8th house. You'll start to see how these ships are playing out for you. But don't be so overcritical of other people. You know, balance your desire to trying to perfect a connection or make something work. You don't want to force anything to happen. You kind of want it to come. Be really realistic with how you express yourself in your relationships. Don't go overboard. Don't be so like, it's my way or the highway. You know, you got to watch out. 8th house. This is like the intimate ships that you could be sailing. So in the 8th house, remember, this is a Scorpio house, all about transformation and intimacy. So you got to make sure in this house right here, you got to really stand up for, or you're going to be standing up for maybe like your deep emotional stance on something. Like, you're like, you know what? I really feel that you should not go there, because like, you're going to be so deep with it. You're going to go like to the 9th degree as far as like why someone shouldn't do something, because you have like a connection and like you did research and you like, because you transformed from it and it saved your life, so you shouldn't do it. So remember, because it's dark Lilith energy, I would just say be mindful, because remember, this is a Pluto house too. So you got to think of the Pluto. You got to always think of the house lord. Okay, so a power struggle could face. So if your best friend or whatever doesn't want to kick it with you, let them do their thing. Don't try and be like, nope, why didn't you call me? Why didn't you have me over? Why you have them? You know what I mean? Power struggles could really flip a lid, and you can really show your ass in the 9th house. So this is any intimate connection that you have with somebody. So you got to pay attention. Make sure you have healthy boundaries, and make sure that trust is a factor. Like, show people that you trust them. Okay, this is like, I'm talking, leave your phone, I don't have a phone around me. Leave your phone like upside instead of flipping it over, you know what I mean? Versus, you know, like covering it up, hiding it, or taking it with you to the bathroom or wherever you go. Like, you have to have trust in that house of 8 when Lilith is in Virgo, period. If you don't, do some shadow work. Ninth house. So ninth house is all about your beliefs, how you're learning, expanding knowledge, travel. My bad. Are we still here? Sorry guys, I got a call. Okay. So, ninth house. We're still here. Ninth house, you guys. Like I said, so you might be a person, this is a tricky house because we got a lot of shit playing out in the world right now. So you can be this like person that's super philosophical and like, I learned this and I did that, and so many beliefs, so much personal growth can play out here. Oh, thank you, TJ. And it's like you're on this journey to grow. It's not a bad thing. You're like not looking to do the same thing. You want to branch off. You want to like just be different because you learned something. You read something. You watched a TikTok, a YouTube, or whatever, and like now you're trying to like spread the knowledge, right? But some people don't want to know some shit. Some people don't want to learn your shit. Some people don't want that, I don't know, news ooh-wop that you shared in their DM. Some people don't care, or they just like, they might be a bot or an agent for all you know. You know what I mean? You're sharing this information. So you have to kind of really be careful. So in this house, I would say watch out for being like, you might even be like skeptical. You might be on the lower octave of it. You know what I mean? You might be super skeptical. You just might be super critical of something you hear. What the hell was that? Oh, that was a big, bright, yellow, orangey butterfly. Anyways. So you might be like, your belief systems, like your morals, values, and beliefs might change, and you might just really be a person that's like, oh, I used to believe this, but now that's outdated, and nope, that's not right, and you got your information from somebody else. You didn't even utilize your own discernment, but you're spreading something else that you didn't even find, like you didn't do your own research. Make sure you do your own research before you share anything, before you talk about something like it's a big headliner. It's like, you gotta do it this way. So be careful of that. Be very open-minded, I would say, when it's playing out your ninth house. That way you can still be intellectual and gain knowledge and take action on it and turn it into wisdom, but you're not also like pushing it upon other people to think like you or be like you. Okay? Period. 10th house. So if it's playing out in your 10th house, you guys, this is a house of career, public image, and things of that nature. So it's playing out in your 10th house, I would say having Lilith and Virgo, this could be a good thing because you can really be super ambitious. You can be very gung-ho, like, I got a schedule, I'm going to stick to it, this is what I'm going to do, this is how I'm going to do it, nobody can stop me, and I'm just going to keep shining kind of a vibe. So your goals as far as like your professional career and things that you have going on in that sphere of a world, you can really use this energy in a good way. So typically things that you wouldn't do, like let's say for example, you're a person that is so timid and you're shy and you really don't like to grab the mic and be on stage and present or do presentations or something. I don't know, whatever you gotta do for your job, right? Now you're like, yep, I'm doing it. This is how we're doing it. Up, you're gonna sit there. Up, we're gonna do this. I need a person to click the slides for me. Thank you. It's like you're gonna be so confident and sure of yourself. You're just gonna be overboard with it because it's typically you wouldn't do it, and now you're gonna do it because Lilith is in Virgo. I know right now it's at a 0 degree, so we're not super feeling it because it's cuspy, but you're gonna feel it. I think Lilith is gonna be. Did I even tell you guys? Lilith's gonna be here until June 30th of 2024. Okay, so like I said, it's at a 0 degree, but still, you're gonna feel this. So, anyways, 10th house. So I would say, be cautious of being like a workaholic. You know, balance out your career and your side hustles and whatever you got going on, because you don't want to dive into too much and do too many things, and then like something gets the short end of the stick. Be careful, especially if you have a lot of ambitious energy already. You can really overexert yourself and then like it'd be like screw your personal life, or vice versa. So you might be extreme with like your personal image, like how you're presenting yourself, like what you want to look like, what your character wants to look like, what kind of character are you playing out. So just kind of be mindful. 11th house. So this is another relationship house. This is like social groups though. More like your network and things of that nature. Like it's more community based. Like I said, social groups. So I would say if Lilith is here, you're going to be really like standing up for your ideas, things that you want to do. So let's say, for example, everybody wants to go hiking. I don't know. And then you're like, well, yeah, we can go hiking, but can we get like camos? I need a backpack. Do we have snacks? Like, who's driving? Because I'm not. Like, you can be so like anti, but like you're involved, but like maybe people aren't down for what we want to do. Like, you're too, I don't know, pillow princessy with it, and everybody's just down to get dirty and you're not. So you have to be careful with that. Still be an individual, but allow yourself to be social and be interactive and play a chameleon. Like if like there's 10 people against one, which is you're the one, you're the one bad apple, you might want to remix that and switch it up. So I would say avoid being so critical and being the Debbie Downer or the negative Nancy and always looking at the negative side to it. Or if everybody's so gung-ho about something and you just drain the energy by being like, well, I don't think we should do this, guys, it's not safe. Like, it's like everyone's looking at you like, get the fuck out of here. You can play it like that. So just focus on finding like a like-minded vibe. Find that like-minded vibe. If it ain't your cup of tea, don't go. Just don't participate, period, okay? Because you want to be around people that support you and your endeavors and what you have going on. So find people that have your same love language or into the same things as you, and they operate in the same fashion. Like, you don't want to go to, it's like taking your best friend to like sushi when they don't eat fucking seafood, but yet you like sushi, so that's why you want to go there. And oh, they could eat rice, or they could find a piece of meat somewhere on the menu. You know what I mean? Like, still be like that adaptable chameleon that's playing out here. That we can grow and support other people and they can support you. Because if you don't support somebody, you ain't gonna get no support. 12th house. So 12th house, this is a spiritual house. This is a Pisces house. This is your unconscious energy, I should call it. So you're gonna be so advocating for spirituality and being spiritual and grab your sage, everybody, and charge your crystals. Like, you might be that person like, nope, I can't go. I gotta meditate. Like, you might be so... Or just not even saying that. You just might be tuned in, tapped into a whole nother realm. Like, your mind is like really focused on the unseen, the dark energy of everything. You're starting to see the shadow side of every person that you come across or situations that you have. You're going to see the other end of the energy that you probably didn't see or cared to talk about. Now it's going to be a theme for you. You're going to be like in a group, you're going to be standing around, or you might be even alone in solitude or around family, friends, whatever. You might just be like, did you hear that? Did you feel that? You feel that energy? Yeah, I felt the energy. You might be that. And they're like, everyone's like, are you okay? Because you never really expressed it, but maybe this is someone that you have been this whole time, but maybe you just weren't around the right group of people to really talk about this stuff. So they're looking at you like, are you all right? Like, did you have coffee today? Like, what are we doing? Are we high? So, because you're tapping in. Now you're like, you don't give a fuck. You're like, I'm just going to say what's on my mind. I'm going to say what I'm feeling, especially when it comes to that realm that, you know, maybe a lot of people that are around you don't really frequent, but you do secretly. And now it's like you're letting it out. So with this 12th house energy, guys, you're just being very deep. You're going to have like any hidden sense, anything that you hid away, it's going to come out now. Like, people are going to know, like, you might be talking about ghosts and goblins. I don't know. We're in spooky season of Halloween. I don't know if you participate in that, but you might be a person that talks about some stuff like that now. Now, before you didn't. Now you're open to it or hearing about it or whatever, having discussions. So I would say just be aware of like any self-sabotaging kind of an energy or behavior that you could be playing out, or a tendency to really escape reality because you may feel like, oh shit, they know what I think now, or they know how I am, or they know that I'm tuned in, tapped, and turned on, or I have this spiritual gift or whatever, and now people are freaking out, and then you can go escape and run, and you're like, oh, I don't think I should hang out with them anymore. Oh, they're gonna think I'm weird. You know what I mean? And then you can just like overindulge in something and just take a vice and just go into like fantasy island. So you have to be really careful of that. I would say embrace your spiritual practices, embrace what you have going on. Take it as a gift. You know, not everybody has that gift to vibrate on a higher frequency and see what you see, or hear what you hear, or smell what you smell, or know what you know, or whatever. That way you can really practice and harness like healing and being more self-aware. And then once you don't care about what's going on and you're self-aware, it'll allow you to be more free and more open, okay, without giving a fuck about what everybody thinks. So it's really important to remember that with Lilith and Virgo and this influence that's playing out pretty much on a collective scale, it can be either very challenging or it can be super empowering. It's going to be one or the other, guys. And trust me, watch. I know Lilith right now is in a 0 degree, but it's going to be here all the way till next year of June. So probably towards the end of the year, maybe January, February, this is the meat of the bones. You're going to really feel it when it goes into like 15, 16 degree and then 20 degrees later. You know what I mean? Like that's when it's going to really kick. But just to prep you on the energy, because some are more sensitive to others, I wanted to make sure that you guys are aware of this. Just be self-aware. That's the key to anything, is just being aware, right? So you can either harness this energy and it can be very constructive for you, or it can be very destructive, depending on where it's playing out. So I'm going to give a quick synopsis, guys, because the moon is in Gemini. Woo, Lord Jesus. If you have a moon in Gemini, you already know this energy. This is home for you. It feels great. It feels comfortable. If you're not a moon in Gemini, you don't know how to deal with this energy. Let's kind of talk about it a little bit, because also the sun is in Libra. There's a whole lot of air. And then we have, like I said, we're going to have a Libra stellium playing out. I know the moon's going to shift out of Gemini, but it just happened, I think, yesterday. So I would say with the moon here, remember, Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, and then you have Venus. So it's kind of like this combination right here is really all about the way you converse, your communication skills, your thoughts, and things that are playing out. So I would say your desire to interact with people. Remember, Libra likes to be chummy and flirty, and then now you have moon in Gemini, so it's really going to be a whole lot of, oh, what are you doing? What you got going on? I want to see you. And oh yeah, talking about either surface level shit, mindless shit. Like you could be in the whole, like, you can hear people gossiping about other people. There's a whole stigma with that that's going to be playing out right now. Now, you can choose to participate, or you can just kind of like sit back and just grab the popcorn. I would say grab the popcorn, okay? This combination, definitely, people are going to definitely be able to express themselves. Some people might be a little bit more eloquent. They might be like, you know, a pimp named Slickback. Really have to get the gab, okay? They might really... Are we back? Because I had a call again. So, you know, people can just be very skilled during this time. Now, as far as like collectively, like intellectually, you might be a little bit more curious than normal with this energy that's playing out. You might be eager to learn something, gain a new skill set, you know, pop in like a YouTube video for like 2 hours and like really indulge and learn something new. You might tap into a class or actually pay attention in class if you guys are taking classes or courses or whatever. So you just might be super open to like hearing a diverse way of how someone does something, like culturally speaking or whatever. As far as like being social, it's gonna be a theme. Like I said, Libra rules the 7th house of relationships, Sun in Libra, and then we also have right now for the moment, Mars is in Libra, and then it's going to switch later because it's at 24 degrees, but while it's here, it's planet of action as well, so. And then you have now moons in Gemini. It's going to be like this social grace, I should say. So with this energy, you might have a natural charm. You might be super social. You might be like, hey, buddy, what's up? You want to go to lunch? Hey, how you doing over there? Hey, oh, I love your dress. It's so cute. Like you might just be super chummy, like I said, making it super easy to connect with people during this time. This could really work very well for business, networking and all that. My voice. Me talking too much. I'm like, So this might be an energy to really, like, if you got to get out there, if you got to sell a product, if you got some knowledge, if you want to talk, like if you want to go live, you want to be on social media or in person or whatever in your community or at work, you might need this energy right now to really kind of like wake you up and pick you up and be out there and like talk your game real quick. So there's balance. Libra likes balance. Libra likes to have justice. Libra likes to make sure everything's fair and everything's copacetic, right? So with this energy, well, the moon is also in Gemini. I would say Gemini is very adaptable in the sense, a lot of mutable energy. So it's like Gemini will help lead the way as far as Sun and Libra. So it's like finding that middle ground, you know what I mean? Finding a way to resolve some conflicts, solutions, you know. Oh, you don't want to go to this movie at 4:45? Okay, Bob, let's go at 10:45 to make everything better. That way we have room for dinner, we can go gallivant and blah, 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 instead of like being argumentative about it, right? Now, you know, I always tell you the negative about this, okay? That was an interesting butterfly. So the negative to this. Remember the indecisive type of energy that can play out. Geminis have a gift of thinking of a solution, but also listening to what happened right now, also coming up with a solution and a goddamn response. Hence why people think Geminis are just so two-sided, because 1 minute they're feeling this and the next minute they flip. But they're doing all of these things within 1 millisecond. They do it all day, 24/7, their whole life. Some know they're doing this and some don't know they're doing this. And this is why people think like, dude, what just happened to you? You're just crying and now you're like laughing and cracking jokes and flirting. Like, what are we, you know, unless you know Gemini energy. So now moon is how we react and respond. So the negative side to this and having Sun in Libra, oh God, people might really struggle to make decisions and things of that nature. They might have a tendency to just kind of like, well, let me weigh all my options first. Let me like see if this is something that I want to do. So here comes the Gemini energy coming in, asking 50 billion questions. Like, wait, is that good? Should I be doing that? But wait. And then you're like coming up with your own answers and then like selling yourself out of the deal or selling yourself out of something. And then, but you're like, but wait, we can go here. And then Sun in Libra. But I don't know. Is that like cool? Like, so it's like a whole lot, like I said, a whole lot of air-headed energy. And then you also have Mars in Libra. It's like, oh God. So this can really, oh God, this can be an endless amount of like, I have so many options, but what do I want to do kind of a vibe. This can be also leading to lots of, like I said, gossip, superficial energy. Everyone is so surface, like nobody wants to go deep kind of an energy. So you got to pull from somewhere else as far as emotions goes. Good luck with Moon and Gemini expressing how they feel. Good luck with that. You're trying to have a deep conversation. But unless you know how to work with the energy that's playing out, however you carry yourself, you might be a person that you have the gift of gab where you can get somebody to spill the beans or drop your social or credit card over the phone or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have that, but some people don't. So surface level interactions, people can be very reluctant to expressing themselves or just even committing to anything. I would say this week, actually, with all these planetary shifts that are happening, I really wouldn't make any solid, deep sound connections unless you really, truly know how to work with this energy. It's very flighty this week, you guys. It's so up in the air. It's just like have fun and be whimsical and kind of just try things out and do new things. It's not an energy to be like, okay, I want to do this and we're doing that. And you just bought like $1 million home and you signed on dotted line and then because watch, here comes Friday. But wait, oh fuck. I signed for that house. This house doesn't have the pool. I wish I would have went there. Like, oh, the room is this small? God damn it. Like, so please make sure if you are making any huge decisions in your life this week, please make sure you are buckled in, you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on. You are all about it. You're zoomed in, magnifying glass. Like, you're literally paying attention to all the details and all the frills and the thrills. Because you don't want to become disappointed. This energy this week is very like, because everything is going into, not everything, but a lot of planets are going to 0 degrees. They're transitioning. We're shifting. You might feel the shift. You might feel like things may be a little bit lighter, right? But then the moon's going to go into Cancer, and then it might just drop again. And you're going to feel, oh my God, woe is me, and then wake back up again and be like, ah! So you have to really be careful with this energy. This could be a very restless energy. Sun in Libra, Sun in Libra, Moon in Gemini, and then Mars in Libra. Remember, there's more shifts too that are happening, which I'm going to talk about, so make sure you click the bell. But very restless energy can be playing out. 1 minute you want to do this, 1 minute you don't, okay? Because remember, the moon's only going to be here for a couple of days, so it's about to shift, chuck, and jive, and then it's going to go into Cancer. So, and then Leo, right? So, both Libra and Gemini can be very restless. It can be like you probably ain't getting no sleep. You might not be able to focus on something. You might get to work late. You might be like, no, I want to go here. No, wait, let's do lunch in like 30. And then it's like an hour later, like, okay, brunch. Or breakfast, whatever. Like, you might just be super late to stuff. You might just be so in the flighty energy. Like, kind of, whatever, like an up in the air, or wherever you want to go, it's fine with me. So being consistent might not be people's theme right now. So find, like I said, pull from other arenas right now so that you can be detailed and focused and get your goals accomplished and do whatever you need to do for this week. People-pleasing energy. There might be a tendency for that. Gemini and Libra, they don't like confrontations. But they will have a word to say if you catch them on a bad day. Okay, they ain't gonna hide it at all. They'll let you know what's up. But for the token of what's playing out right now and all these alignments and aspects, it's more in the butterfly, social butterfly kind of a vibe. So, but you might be a people pleaser to your expense. You might be like, yeah, hell yeah, let's do dinner and let's go to a concert and let's do that. And then yet you're paying for everything. And then here comes like later on in the week, here comes Moon in Cancer, some shit like, damn, I could have used that $1,000 to fucking pay this goddamn bill right now. Why the hell did I do that? You know what I mean? You might be pissed off later on. And then it's like you're gonna act out when the moon goes into Leo. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. So just pay attention to your personal needs right now. You don't want to have anything leading to a square, a challenge, an opposition, or anything extra difficult when you're asserting yourself. The time is flying. So that's kind of it, what I wanted to say, guys. I want to do a collective spread really quick for you, really quick before I head out, because I do have stuff to do, and I'm acting like it's not almost 2 o'clock. Oh, my God. So let's kind of do that. We'll do a collective really quick. Let's go into the collective. Oh, I'm going to use Tarotstrology. Yeah. Tarotstrology is tarot and astrology mixed together. These are just some cute little reminders for us as far as the energy and what's playing out. So here's what you need to know. I've been obsessed with pomegranate juice for like a week now. I don't know why. Okay. Maya. Hi, Maya. She said Gemini. Okay. Okay. What is it collecting to see, hear, and feel? For Moon and Gemini. What is it collecting to see, hear, and feel? Also, Lilith and Virgo. Okay, this is the Lilith and Virgo. Anything else? Gemini. So you guys know on my channel I do read reversals. So we're going to tap into that. Oh, we do have some shifts coming in here. Some changes. Boom. Ooh, we like that. See, I knew it. That Lilith and Virgo energy real quick. When I asked the question, King of Pentacles came out. I told you guys earlier with that Lilith and Virgo can really step your money and career game up, like especially if you're a business owner. Anyway, so let's kind of like, I'll dive into that a little bit more in a minute. So right now, this energy that's playing out, like I said, this week is a lot of shifting, you guys, okay? A lot of shifting. We have a lot of signs that are shifting this week, and they're moving. They're changing zodiacs, guys. So this week is very flighty. So in the midst of these shifts and transformations, there will be some tower moments, okay? Some things may happen, and that's unexpected, especially when it comes to Mars is in Libra. I'm over it. Can we get out of here? I'm so sick of Mars being in Libra. I'd rather you go into Scorpio because, you know, that's literally like it's a home vibe, okay? Because it's Pluto energy. So I'm so ready. Like, so certain things may happen out of the whim, out of the norm, whatever. You have to really pick up the pieces from the rubble and really figure out where you can still build your bricks. For the most part, okay? We also have King of Swords. Make sure that you are bringing clarity, okay? This is giving, I'm not being clear, I'm being flighty, I'm being indecisive. You have to make sure that you are, cancel, that's not me. I'm just talking about as a collective, this is Aquarian energy. You know, Aquarius likes to really think out of the box. So this could be an energy of like being too hard on yourself or being way too critical or overthinking, overanalyzing. Just do it. Just say it. Just act like it. Just be it. Just walk it. Just talk it. Just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. And then deal with whatever challenges, scores, and opposition that you have later. Just figure it out later. Roll with the punches, guys. I hate to break it to you, but we're in Earth School. We're here to learn. We're here to make mistakes. We're here to fail. We're here to win. We're here to learn. So, Four of Chalices, that's that over it kind of an energy. As I say that, I even peep game on that. That's like not having the emotional intelligence or not wanting to utilize it, knowing damn well you need to do X, Y, and Z, and then you're over your here and doing left and right. So let's kind of like be careful of that Neptunian kind of an energy with that Four of Chalices. You don't want to live on Fantasy Island. I know we have a lot of earth and air energy playing out right now. I know we have to deal with, you know, the material world and what we have going on right now. Don't ignore it. If you have a bill, pay it. You know what I mean? If you have something that you have to attend, go to it, you know, or just let somebody know you can't make it and why or whatever. Just be open and honest and clear, period. Emotions, Four of Chalices too in the reverse like that. Like I said, Moon and Gemini energy, Sun is in Libra, Mars is in Libra. It's a whole lot of like, I really don't want to talk about my emotions right now. So there you have that. Now, on the flip side to this, we're all ending cycles. Like I said, this is a week of transition, you guys. So with Ten of Sword energy, it's definitely giving, you know, that's totally Gemini. Okay, you're ending something, you're starting something new. It could be something totally out of the box, something that you didn't even think of that you're interested in, whether it's a person, place, or thing. Some people can feel like, you know what, I've been backstabbed, cheated on, and, you know, I'm just so tired of being hurt. I want something new. Boom, let me end this. Let me start something fresh. Let me hit the reset button. It's fourth quarter. I want to do something different. It's death to something and birthing something new. Like I said, this week is like, it's up in the air, okay, with all these transitions. So hop in the driver's seat. Chariot energy, Cancer energy. Hop in that driver's seat. Take control, guys. Take control, whatever it is. If you ended something, you're starting something fresh, hop in that motherfucking sit in the front seat, okay? Pedal to the metal. All gas, no brakes. That's Chariot energy. Whatever you're going towards, okay? But have empathy. Use emotional intelligence, okay? Utilize your discernment. Read the room, check the temperature as you're like pushing pedal to the metal. Still pay attention to your surroundings and what the hell is playing out and what's going on. Be aware, right? Be cautious, okay? Because we also have Knight of Chalices that came out too. This is low-key like charmer, seducer. This is Pisces energy. Let me come in and romance you. Let me just do a little quick little, you know what I'm saying? So this is like having a little bit of cup of love. Like you have love to give. You got love to give here too. You got a little love there, a little love there. So making sure you're finding balance with Sun in Libra and just be like, okay, I only can sprinkle you real quick. I can't really overindulge, or I can't be here too much, or I can't give too much time and energy. I can't put too much feeling into something. It's kind of like you can't mix money and pleasure. I mean, money and pleasure and business. don't shit where you eat kind of a vibe. Like, yeah, I love what I'm doing, but I'm sorry I can't date you even though you're attractive, but we work together. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, it's kind of like, yeah, yeah, you nice, you cool and all that, but yeah, we ain't gonna do that. Nine of Chalices, right? So spreading love where you can, quick, fast, but you're not diving too deep into your emotions. That's that energy this week. This is the week to have fun, explore, feel the shift, feel the vibe, feel where you want to put your time and energy into what. You know what I'm saying? Because you also have Five of Chalices too. It's kind of like with that whole emotions thing and your feelings, you're like, is my cup half full or is it half empty? With Five of Chalices in the upright, it's more like, okay, my cup is half full. I feel good. Like, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, you could be in energy of like, I'm good right now. I'm not chasing nobody. I attract. Or, you know what? Oh, we're dating. We're just talking. Or, oh, yeah, I like that, but I don't love it. Like, you know, that's that like whole like Knight of Chalices, Five of Chalices kind of a vibe. Remember, this is Pluto energy playing out too. That's Scorpio energy. So it's kind of like you may feel something, but you want to make sure somebody else feels it too. You're not all the way in. You got 1 foot in and then 1 foot out. Okay? So it's like checking all of that. It's like really peeping game on that because 5 is a number of changes. It's also about creating too. Whatever you're tapping into, let's say, for example, now that we have Moon in Gemini and Sun in Libra, you might be super creative. Remember, Venus is still in Leo right now, but it's going to shift. So those ideas, that creative spark might be a theme. So it's like, I like it, but I don't love it. Like whether you're creating something or making it, but you also want to see something come out at the other end of that. So like, for example, if you make a business, you're like, okay, everyone loves these shorts that I made, right? Oh my God, I made so much money off of that. And here you go creating another idea. You don't love it, but you like it. And you're trying to rebrand, do something different. Shift changes, you're feeling the vibe, right? You're feeling the energy of like trying to do something new. Pluto energy. So you're like, okay, let's see where this goes. But yet you're like, you're not really all there. However, it still can make you some money. You still can get in your bag. Why? Because A, you went to your North Node, you tried something different. You didn't stick to the same shit. You were unpredictable with it. Here comes you being secure. Oh, it worked for you. Click. Now everybody's buying these type of shorts with these print too. It's like, so as long as you're trying, you're putting 1 foot forward and you're not mixing a whole lot of energies. You're not overdoing this, overindulging in that. You're playing a nice balance. You're going to be good to go for this week. That's the energy, guys. And King of Pentacles, you know, that's Taurus energy. Taurus loves to feel stable. You know, you got all legs on the table standing up. You got both feet on the ground. You got your crown on and you're ready to roll. King of Pentacles is very confident. This is someone that, okay, I got the money. Now what do I need to do with this? So some of you guys might even think of like new investments that you want to put your money into. You're like, I'm set. I'm good. Now what can I do? I want to have my money make some babies. Like, yeah, here goes money. Go get your nails done. Yep. Here goes for Lenny's soccer practice. Here goes, you know what I mean? Like, you get an iPad. You get an iPad. But yet, what do I need to go further though. So I love this. You know, I like this energy. You know, it's just all about knowing how to play with it, alchemize it, transmute. Okay. So that's the spread, guys. I gotta go. I love all of you. So make sure that you smash the subscribe button, click the bell. I'll probably do an ad later for this. I gotta go. I have meetings and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do the timestamps after, but make sure you click the bell. All week I'm going to be going live, so stay tuned and tap turn on because there's a lot of shifts that's happening and you want to be in the know and you want to know how it's playing out for you. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.